Hello everyone, we are doing chapter number 9, the making of the national movement 1870s to 1947. 1930 Salt Law. Salt Law means there was the monopoly over the salt production by the government was considered sinful by Gandhiji. Monopoly means that is a complete power of one person or one organization, and that time the complete power with the Britishers, and they imposed tax on the salt, and that means the completely only government means Britishers, they can manufacture the salt and sell the salt, and that's why they impose the tax on it. So that means Indian people cannot make their own salt. And Gandhiji, he think that the Purna Swaraj would never come on its own, and he had to be fought for. So in 1930, Gandhiji declared that he would lead a march to break the salt law. Mahatma Gandhi and other nationalists believed that it was sinful to tax salt because it is an essential item of our daily use. And Gandhiji and his followers marched for over 240 miles from the Sabarmati to the coastal town of Dandi, where they broke the government law by making salt from seawater. So that means they set for the Dandi march and then broke salt law. Peasants, tribals, women participated in this struggle. So that means the common people that get joined with the Gandhiji for opposing the salt law. And British government tried to stop this by taking harsh steps against satyagrahis. Benefits of struggle. So what benefits? Government of India Act 1935 was formed, and according to this act that prescribed provincial autonomy. Provincial autonomy means capacity of the provinces to make relatively independent decisions while remaining within a federation. So as you know that today we can see there is the division of the states, but that time provinces were there. So the government announced elections to the provincial legislatures in 1937. So government announced their provincial legislature for the election in the 1937. Congress formed government in 7 out of 11 provinces. So that means total provinces was there that time 11, and out of 11 in the 7 provinces the Congress formed the government because Congress won in these provinces. Meanwhile, World War II, 1939 broke, and Indians agreed to support Britishers only if they got independence. Britishers refused, so Congress ministers resigned in protest. So, Second World War that broke out in 1939, and Congress leaders were ready to support the British. In return, they demanded independence after the war. The British refused the demand, and the Congress ministers resigned in protest. Quit India, and later, Gandhi initiated a non-violent movement to free India from Britishers. His slogan was "Do or Die." Several people joined him. A new phase of movement, popularly known as Quit India movement, was initiated in August 1942 under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi. Gandhiji convinced the people to do or die. Gandhiji and other leaders were jailed at once, but the movement spread. In many areas, the people set up their own government. The government tried to repress it. Over 90,000 were arrested and 1,000 were killed. The government failed to repress it. And in many areas, orders were given to machine gun crowds from airplanes. The rebellion ultimately brought the British Raj to its knees towards independence and partition. Due to some tensions between the Hindu and Muslim group in 1920s and 30s, the Muslim League passed a resolution demanding independent state in northwest and east part of India, because there were some problems between the Hindu and Muslim groups, and then Muslim League that was formed in 1906 in Dhaka. They passed a resolution. They start demanding for the independent states for Muslim people, and that area was today you can see that is a Bangladesh and Pakistan. That area, that is a northwest area, which is now in Pakistan, and east part of Bangladesh, India. Sorry, east part of the India. So that means these are the area where the maximum people, Muslim people living. So that area demanded for the Muslims as a separate nation. The provincial elections 1937 proved that Muslims being minority will be treated secondary. So in this time, what had happened there? From the late 1930s, the League began to visualize the Muslim as a separate nation from the Hindus, and this notion was responsible to develop the tension between Hindu and Muslim group in 1920s and 30s. The result of the provincial election of 1937 apparently convinced the League that Muslims were a minority. The Congress rejection, that means the Congress has rejected to form joint Congress and League government in United Provinces, and this annoyed the League. United Provinces, which area today is known as the UP. So in this area, the Congress rejected to form the joint government of Congress and League. So because of this decision, League annoyed. As Congress failed to mobilize the Muslim masses in the 1930s, it allowed the League to widen its social support. So Congress, when they Congress failed to mobilize the Muslim masses in 1930s, then League they allowed the widen its social support, and the League also enlarged, because this time the Congress many leaders they have sent to the jail, and this time the League also enlarged its support during the imprisonment of Congress leaders in 1940. The British negotiations with Congress and League for Independent India 1945 failed, as League saw itself as the only spokesperson of the Muslim in India. And British, when they think that this India, in the Congress and League, they make the government for the independent India, the League thought that these Muslim League was only one party which will do the work for the welfare of Muslim people, and Congress would not take the any steps for the Muslim welfare. The Congress won in general constituencies in provincial elections, but League won in the seats reserved for Muslims. So general constituencies means in that areas where no reservation given for the religious and community. So in these areas, the Congress won elections, but League won in the reserved area. That means the area which are reserved for the Muslim people, League won from that area. League demanded separate nation Pakistan, as the League thought that the League will do the work on for the welfare of the Muslim people, and they also thought that the Congress will not take any steps for the welfare of the Muslim people. So this Muslim League demanded a separate nation Pakistan for Muslim people. March 1946, British cabinet sent a 3-member mission to Delhi and suggested a political framework for free India. So that means cabinet mission was sent to Delhi to suggest a framework for independent India, but the purpose of the mission that failed, and it suggested to have loose confederacy with some autonomy for the Muslim areas. So they wanted that some areas powers were given to the Muslim League. So then they will do the work for the Muslim people, and Congress and League both rejected this confederacy and this mission. 16 August 1946, Direct Action Day, it was announced by the Muslim League. Riots broke out in Calcutta, resulting in the death of thousands of people. After the failure of the cabinet mission, the Muslim League decided on mass movement for winning its Pakistan demand. It announced 16th August 1946 as Direct Action Day. On this day, riots broke out in Calcutta, which resulted in the death of thousands of people. March 1947, violence spread to various parts of the northern India, and thousands people were killed, and people were forced to leave their homes and were turned into refugees. A new country, Pakistan, was born. And this time what happened? Pakistan, and as a new country that was born because of these riots, the Congress have to take the decision for making the separate country Pakistan, and India was changed. Even many of its cities were changed. At last we can say that the joy which independence of our country brought to us was combined with the sorrow of partition of our country. So a new country Pakistan was born. Many cities of India was changed due to this partition. Joy of independence intermingled with the pain and violence of partition. Thank you and have a nice day.